Hey everyone, this is Jordan with Team J's Classroom Fun, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Be sure to like this video and subscribe so you do not miss any of my future videos. Today I'm talking with you about one of my favorite room transformations that is perfect for the beginning of the school year. Back to School Boot Camp is something that I created a few years ago, and I'm sure there are 8,000 versions of it out there because I know boot camp is a fun theme for the beginning of the school year. And this is something that I've done many years with my second grade class, but I'm sure you could obviously tweak this and do this with like first and third grade as well. So let's get into what I do for this room transformation, and let me show you the activities that the kids work on. Okay, so for this, I definitely like to also dress for the theme. I got this very cute Skill Sergeant shirt from Lipstick and Littles, and I will try to link it in the description. One of the things that I like to do is I come up with a little boot camp chant, and this is something that you obviously could tweak to fit your class, but just kind of one of those like what they do in boot camp. So for this one, the kids go, I don't know, but I've been told, and then they repeat. So I start it, and then they repeat after me. Sergeant J's kids are as good as gold, and then they repeat. With our brains and hard work we grew. They repeat. We're a bright and ready crew. And then they repeat. So then I go sound off, and the kids go 1, 2, sound off, 3, 4, sound off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. So it's kind of just a fun little chant. I typically teach this during morning meeting on boot camp day, and it's a fun little thing for them to do. I've also in the past too made little like dog tags with their necklace, that like a little necklace that says like Cadet Sean or Cadet Tiffany or whoever's in your class, that they can have as a little keepsake as well. So in addition to dressing the part for this and having a little chant, I also like to do some room decor. These are just fun letters I cut out. So we are going to Fort Johnson because my last name is Johnson. We have enlisted recruits only. Then also we have like welcome to Fort Johnson, and then we have back to school boot camp. So just some kind of fun signs to also keep up with the theme. I also have found some, which I put back on the first slide, I think, some army like tablecloths, like camouflage tablecloths, which are perfect too, that you could use in the room and or like as a bulletin board background. So for the activities for this one, so this one is a beginning of the school year room transformation that I like to do, and I typically like to do this within the first or second week of school. It's a great way to do some team building. It's also a great way to do some formative assessments in a sneaky way where they don't really feel like you're assessing them. So let's look at that. So one of the things I have are these math task cards, and what you would do is you would actually cut these, and I have more than just 4. This is just an example. And I would hang these around my room, and then the kids are going to use the recording sheet and go around and solve these problems. They do have some more, not complicated problems necessarily, but there are some higher numbers being used in some of the problems on later pages. But the fun thing about this is not only are they solving the math problem, but they also have to do the exercise that's with it. So once they solve 9 plus 6, they have to put their board down, they get down and do 3 push-ups. Then they solve 12 minus 4. Once they solve that one, then they do 5 sit-ups. So it's kind of fun because they get to go around, not only move around the room, but also move their body to do the exercises. This also, like I said, works really well in second grade. And it's a great formative assessment because this way I can kind of see like, okay, how are we with adding? How are we with subtracting? How are we with our fact fluency? Missing add-ins, adding 3 numbers, things like that. This is in my TPT store, and I will be sure to link all my TPT resources that go along with boot camp down in the description. Another activity that I have for this is a writing activity. So again, this is kind of one that can be put around the room. So these are task cards. I have more than 4. This is just an example. So I would cut these into the 4 different cards. You could give each table group some. You could hang them up around the room again, whatever you prefer. And for this activity, the kids are having to make the sentences better. So the dog ran. I ate dinner. Those are both very simple, kind of boring sentences. So for this one, their job is to take that basic sentence and to make it more complex. So like the white and black dog ran down the street. The small dog ran to eat his food or something, you know what I mean? So this way they're working on adding to it to make it more descriptive. This is another great little formative assessment to kind of see like, okay, how are we with sentences? Do we understand how to add adjectives or to how to extend and make a sentence more complex? So this is another activity I like to do. And the last activity I'm going to talk about is actually my favorite one. So this is the Boot Camp Boat Challenge. And this is a great little challenge for you to do with your class. I have done this a few different ways. I typically like to do this as a group project because this is also a great way to build community, to start working on teamwork and collaboration and things like that. So for this boot camp challenge, and I have a packet for this too on my TPT store if you're interested, their goal is to create a boat for a toy soldier. And I get some little plastic toy soldiers off of probably like Amazon and get them at the party store or something. So they're going to have to support that. So the boat must be able to float and support the weight of the soldier. So the first thing they have to do, and this is something I have everyone kind of do on their own so they can all think of their own ideas before they come together, they brainstorm. Okay, how do we create the boat? And they're going to draw or write their ideas below. Then after a few minutes of that, they get together with their group and they're going to combine their ideas and come up with a plan. And then they're going to draw out what their boat would look like. Next, they're going to list the materials you will need. So for this, I typically give set materials. You obviously could leave it more open-ended. I normally for this activity will give them like popsicle sticks or craft sticks. I will give them, I want to say masking tape and then foil. So you could give those things and then let them choose. Like maybe they only want to use popsicle sticks and masking tape. Maybe they only want to use foil. Or you could let them choose all three. Or like I said, you guys could add different materials depending on what you have and what you want the kids to do. Then after writing the materials that they're going to use, they write a plan for how they're going to create it. So first, we're going to tape the popsicle sticks together to make a flat bottom for a boat or whatever they plan to do. Then, and this is the fun part, testing the boat. So we test everyone's boat. So they have a set amount of time to build it, tweak it, make it how they want, and then it's time to test the boat. So I gather the whole class together on the carpet. I have a little bin of water and we put the boat in there. First thing we have to decide is, does the boat even float by itself? Right? That's the first thing. Can it actually just stay up on its own? And then the next thing is, can it support the weight of a toy soldier? And if it can hold one toy soldier, then we put another one and another one, and another one. And they love to see how many it will hold. And so this page just kind of is a reflection here with like, could it do it? Draw what happened. And this way they're kind of reflecting on what happened. Here you can see some examples of a boat that was created in the past. So here we have one that had some foil and some toothpicks. It's holding quite a few soldiers. And I also have a little reflection page that you could use as well, where like you could reflect on what happened. Like, did your plan work? Did you have to tweak it? If your boat didn't work, what would you do differently? If your boat did work, why did it work? So it gives them an opportunity to reflect. And here, let's see, I have another example for you as well. So this one here has just popsicle sticks, and then you can see they put the foil around the popsicle sticks. So all kinds of different ways, and it's really fun to test it out with the kids, as you can see I'm doing here, and they get super into this. So this is a fun activity, and it's great team building, great growth mindset. It's also great for like STEAM and different things. So a fun activity. So that's pretty much what I kind of do for my boot camp. You can actually grab these boot camp items in my TPT store, and I'll link them down in the description. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, or you can also reach me over on Instagram at Team J Classroom Fun. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day and a great start to the school year. Talk to you later.